TIZ remains very deeply concerned about the escalation of electoral violence across the country. Through our monitoring, 152 incidents of violence have so far been recorded across 46 districts, including 16 incidents recorded during and after polling day. TIZ has further noted with very serious concern the ECZ's unprecedented decision to suspend the counting and announcement of election results across the entire country following reports of violence during the counting and announcement of results in some districts. According to the ECZ, the violence has targeted polling staff and in some instances resulted in the theft of marked ballot papers from ballot boxes. The Commission has indicated that the suspension takes immediate effect and will be reviewed after 24 hours. While TIZ strongly condemns any violence, intimidation, attacks on electoral officials, or interference with ballot materials, we are very concerned that a nationwide suspension of counting and results announcements in response to incidents that occurred in some districts is too broad a response and risks creating further uncertainty at an extremely sensitive stage of the electoral process. At this point in an election, transparency, continuity, and timely communication are critical to maintaining public confidence in the entire process. As we indicated in our elections update earlier this week, one of the key risks to the integrity of the election was always going to be the ECZ departing from standard practice and procedure. There is no doubt that this suspension is a clear departure from standard practice and procedure and has the potential to undermine the integrity of the entire election. Suspending counting and announcement of results across the country, including in areas where the process can proceed safely, risks fueling suspicion, anxiety, misinformation, and political tension among voters, candidates, and political parties. We do not understand why violence taking place, for example, in Chawama, should have an effect and cause the suspension of counting and announcement of results in Shangombo, for example. TIZ therefore urges the ECZ to urgently reconsider the nationwide nature of the suspension and adopt a more targeted approach, restricting temporary suspensions to specific locations where credible security threats make counting or announcement of the results impossible. In unaffected areas, counting, verification, totaling, and announcement of results should be allowed to proceed transparently and without any further interruption. We further call upon the Zambia Police Service and other relevant authorities to secure polling stations, ballot materials, electoral officials, and totaling centers, and decisively deal with individuals responsible for violence, regardless of their political affiliation. Electoral violence must not be allowed to derail the democratic process or prevent citizens from seeing their votes transparently accounted for. TIZ also urges the ECZ to provide frequent, clear, and detailed public updates on the security situation, the areas affected, the status of ballot materials, and the conditions